Once there was a little boy named Timmy who was fascinated by a toy that he saw in a shop window. It was a bright red car with shiny wheels and a remote control. Timmy went home and told his father about the car and asked him to buy it for him. The following Friday, they went to the toy shop. Timmy was excited and ran straight to the shelf where the red car had been displayed. But to his surprise, the shelf was empty. Timmy looked around the shop, but the toy was nowhere to be found. He asked the manager, who told him that the car had been sent to be recycled to make a new toy. Timmy was heartbroken. He refused to accept that the toy was gone forever. He waited for months, hoping that the toy would somehow magically appear in the shop. His father tried to console him and offered to buy him another toy that was similar to the red car, but Timmy insisted that he wanted the same toy. Some months went by, but he never forgot about the red car. He still believed that the toy would magically reappear someday. He suffered from this obsession, and it affected his life in many ways. One day, Timmy met an elderly man who owned a toy shop. The man noticed that Timmy was looking at a toy car on the shelf and struck up a conversation with him. Timmy told the man about the red car that he had been looking for a long time. The man listened patiently and then explained to Timmy that sometimes things just can't be changed or fixed. The man said, "A toy is made up of a number of pieces or parts that come together to make it whole. Once a toy made up of many pieces is gone, the same toy cannot be brought back. But that doesn't mean that you can't find joy in other toys, also made up of many pieces." Timmy finally understood that the particular red car was gone, and it was time to let go of his obsession. He felt a sense of relief and was finally able to move on with his life. He thanked the man and left the shop feeling much lighter and happier than he had in a long time. Individuals who have experienced the loss of a loved one, whether it be a human or animal companion, or have faced the loss of material possessions, status, or position, should understand that dwelling in the past is futile. Unless reflecting on past experiences for the purpose of learning and improving the present, it can only lead to the past mercilessly eating away the present, and potentially even the future, which does not exist as yet. Nothing physical is and can be permanent. All physical things and objects, whether living or non-living, are conglomerates of atoms. The Atman in every atom of all living beings and non-living things is the same indescribable, unimaginable, and all-pervading Supreme Atman that is known as Brahman. Then what makes people different from one another? Well, it is their identification of the all-pervading self with their bodies and the assumption they have about themselves that does it. The funniest part is that even the assumption one has about himself or herself changes over time. Haven't you seen people change? What else could be the reason for separation among people, especially among close relatives? All beings that are born will one day return to the elements of which the bodies are made, but the Atman remains forever. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishthantam parameshwaram vinashyatsva vinashyantam yaha pashyati sapashyati. Shloka 13:27 or 28 in some editions from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The person who truly sees is the one who sees the Supreme Atman existing equally in all beings, the unperishing within the perishing. Time never waits nor stops for anyone, and therefore learn to get over things and move on. Thank you.